Was once a dark story of a great replacement, a story filled with flagrant racism and neo-Nazi fear-mongering, a conspiracy theory so vile, so extreme, so dangerous, it was kept far away from the rest of us, on the furthest fringes of the far right. What is the great replacement? It's a story, or a theory if you will, about liberal elites secretly changing our demographics, helping black and brown immigrants to invade America and replace white people. It's a white supremacist story about so-called white genocide. Scary, right? Bonkers, too. And yet this year, Fox's Tucker Carlson came along and thought, let's bring this idea into the light to a primetime cable audience.
I know that the left and all the little gatekeepers on Twitter become literally hysterical if you use the term replacement, if you suggest that the Democratic Party is trying to replace the current electorate, the voters now casting ballots, with new people, more obedient voters from the third world. But they become hysterical because that's what's happening, actually.
So, just like Mehdi was explaining, the Great Replacement theory really is as old as America itself. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jackson White, co-founder and chief of content at Politiscope, and thanks for tuning in to TYT today. Now, ever since the white supremacist institutions and foundations of this country have been laid, the white elites have protected their right and privilege to not compete with anyone else, which is really what this is all about, which is really where the fear centers around. It's the ability to just have and not particularly earn in a direct way. It's really just a power game, as we all know. And as we also all know, undocumented immigrants don't vote. And, maybe a couple do here and there, but for the most part, again, they're not citizens, so they don't show up on the rolls. But more importantly, if you're undocumented, you have no incentive to vote, because then the feds will find you and then you'll get shipped back to wherever your country of origin was. Maybe you fled violence or whatever it is that you came over here for. So it's completely counterintuitive, on top of the fact that we also know through evidence and many tests and research that illegal voting really doesn't happen either. So all of these scares around the Great Replacement theory, of course, are around letting brown immigrants in to replace the great population. However, interracial relationships are also contributing greatly to the browning of America and to the browning of society at large. And so this is a fear that can't be quelled. This is something that can't be stopped. As humanity continues to evolve, as our connectivity continues to expand, we will continue to become more and more brown and fluid and together as we grow. So let's look a little bit more at some of the other Republicans in Congress who have doubled down on the Great Replacement theory.
For many Americans, what seems to be happening, or what they believe right now is happening, is what appears to them is we're replacing national-born American, native-born Americans to permanently transform the political landscape of this very nation.
This administration wants complete open borders, and you have to ask yourself why. Is it really they want to remake the demographics of America?
We know what the Democrats are up to here. They want open borders. This is exactly their strategy. They want to replace the American electorate.
Republican politicians are saying things there that domestic terrorists, white supremacist terrorists in Pittsburgh, in Christchurch, in El Paso said. And we're busy arguing about infrastructure? This is how white supremacy is normalized in America today.